Hello everyone, welcome back to the new lecture. So in this lecture we'll discuss desert cooler capacity calculation. Okay, so now let's start. The capacity of a desert cooler is mainly defined by airflow. Okay, in CFM it can deliver. CFM is what here? CFM is the unit of airflow, imperial unit of airflow. CFM stand for cubic feet per minute. Okay. So to cool the room effectively, the cooler must supply enough fresh air changes per hour. Generally, 20 to 30 air changes per hour are recommended for residential room and up to 40 air changes per hour for industrial use. Got it? So here I will show you the formula for cooler capacity. To find out the cooler capacity, what formula we need to see. If you want to calculate the required airflow in CFM, first thing, you need to calculate the room volume in cubic feet, then multiply this room volume to air changes per hour divided by 60. So first we calculate how much air the cooler must supply, because desert cooler work by replacing hot air with fresh cooled air continuously. Now maybe your question is, sir, why room volume is used in this formula? So simple. Big room means more air required, small room means less air required. So airflow depends on room size. That is why room volume is used. Now in this formula, if you see, we have divided by 60. So air changes per hour gives airflow per hour. But CFM means cubic feet per minute. So R means minute conversion. From there we get, that is why we have divided by 60. Okay. And here in this formula, all of you know that room volume, how to calculate? Length, width, height. Okay, simple. From the layout you will get. Air changes per hour, as I discussed earlier, the recommended air changes. For desert cooler, recommended air changes is 20 to 30. Okay. For residential room and 40 for industrial use. Okay. Got it? So now here I will show you one example, a step-by-step example. See, we have one room whose length is 15 feet, width 12 feet and height 10 feet. So first thing, if you want to calculate the required airflow in CFM, what we need to calculate the room volume? Simple. Room volume is equal to length, width into height. Simple. We have got 1800 cubic feet. And let's say assume, suppose it is a residential room. So we have taken, because 20 to 30 air changes per hour we can consider. So we have assumed 25 air changes per hour. Now just substitute this value in the formula. All of you know the formula. Required airflow in CFM is equal to room volume, okay, in cubic feet into air changes per hour divided by 60. So from here we have got 750 CFM. So you need a desert cooler of about 750 CFM capacity for this room. Simple. Okay. Now here I want to discuss about the how we can find out the water tank capacity. So simple. First thing, you need to find first we calculate how much air the cooler must supply. Okay. We need to find out the required airflow value. Okay. Once if you got this, and by using this formula easily you can find out the required airflow value in cubic feet per minute. The second step is to estimate evaporation rate. Okay. So what this mean? See, this calculate how much water evaporates per hour, since cooling happen only when water evaporates from pads. So the average evaporation rate depends on airflow and climate. A good thumb rule is what? Water consumption in liter per hour is equal to 0.015 into required CFM. Now maybe the question is coming in your minds, why evaporation depends on airflow? See, more airflow means more air passes through wet pads and more water evaporates, more cooling and more water used. Simple. And here why 0.015 factor is used? See, this is an empirical practical constant. Okay, na? Simple. For every 1000 CFM airflow, about 15 liter per hour water consumption we have taken here. Okay, it is used in real HVAC desert cooler design. That is why I have shown. So this means for every 1000 CFM the cooler means will consume around 15 liter per hour. Now the third step is to determine required running hours. Okay. So most users design for 8 to 10 hours of continuous operation before refilling. So why this step is needed? Because see, cooler tank must store enough water to run for a full working period. Example, overnight cooling, office working time, school hour, without refilling. Okay, so that is why it is needed. Then finally we need to calculate the tank capacity. For that we have a formula here, simple. Tank capacity in liter, water consumption in liter per hour into operating hours. Is it clear? So in this way we can calculate the water tank capacity. So this is all about the desert cooler capacity calculation. Hope all of you enjoy the session. See you in next one.